All right, we are here on a post Valentine's Day Thursday where everybody is a little bit more tired because it's later in the week and we all may need an insulin shot due to all the sugar we took in yesterday. Don't forget, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell. All right, so remember, as we're going over this practice test, I'm going to show you what I'm putting on my orange sheet so you could maybe take some notes, adjust it later. So you are prepared for tomorrow. Now, other than the orange sheet, what are you allowed to use on this test? Yeah, the red sheet that has the multiplication thing. Now, did I say you can only use one side of the red sheet? No. So if you're one of those people that think you don't have enough notes on your orange sheet, guess what? Flip over the red sheet, turn that over, and do that. Okay. So remember this section, you get 6 points possible. All right, number one, if we have this, the factors are same. Good. Yes, they're the same and they're both positive. Okay. Remember, this is the sign that tells us they're the same. This is the sign that tells us they're both positive. Okay. It's kind of funny in these problems, we actually read them from right to left for us to get our information. All right. Number two. This tells us it's different. Sorry, that was a good yawn, though. This tells us our bigger factor is positive. Okay. And then this one, you could say multiply A and C. You could say 2 times 1. Either one. Hey, I'm just going to let you know. It doesn't matter what the number is right here for number 3. Okay. This is going to be acceptable the whole time. Okay. I don't care if I put 50 bajillion up there. All right. That is what is going to be acceptable. Okay. Now, oh my gosh. I need more coffee. All right. So on my orange sheet for this, basically for part one, for numbers 1 and 2, what I did is I actually pulled. Now you don't have to copy this. You can always. This is also going to be on Schoology later that you could see. I actually just wrote down the sign rules that we had from last Thursday. And these are from Thursday to 8/24 folder school OG. Okay, so that's actually what that is. And all right, for number 3, multiply the A and C values. That's exactly what I just highlighted and said, hey, this is going to be the acceptable answer every time for number 3. Okay. Now, and remember, if you miss something on the notes in class, the completed notes and this orange sheet will be on Schoology later so you can check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Hey, Lily, why was the bee arrested? Buzz driving. And as we're writing that down, I may have another YouTube channel and social media thing I'll talk about later that might have more things like dad jokes, stuff about bees, and things of that nature. All right. So that was part one. Okay. Easy way to get 6 points. I hadn't figured out all the points on this yet, but easy way for that. Now, question: is this box going to be graded? No. It's there if you need it. Okay. But I can't all this other stuff is needed. Everybody has to go through that. Maybe not on the factors. Okay. So let's answer it. So this is 25 and this is 10. All right. Remember, because this is positive, this tells us they're the same. Because this is positive, tells us they're both positive. All right. What two numbers, when we multiply them, we get 25, but when we add them, we get 10? 5. Now, in other places, you'll also see this will also be written as this, but that is not on the test, so don't worry about it. But you might see it on like the ACT, some other standardized test or something. I don't know. All right. Now, 25 also, if you were working in this thing, 25 doesn't have that many factors. Okay. And if you're adding them, you're either going to get 26 or 10. So, all right. Are we good with number 4? Anybody need more time? Yeah. No. Yeah. C is the one that determines if they're the same or different. And this determines this next answer. All right. We good? Okay. That was number 4. Moving on to number 5, because that's funnier than number 4. All right. Some of y'all will get that one day. All right. My C is negative. That's the wrong color. I didn't want that one on. Huh? No, these are something else. Because this is negative, they're different. Because remember, we're multiplying them. Positive times the negative gives us a negative. Okay. Because this is negative or this, it tells us that the bigger factor is negative. Now, 48 has lots of different factors. Okay. 2 and 24, 3 and 16, 1 and 48, 4 and 12. What is another number that will divide 48? Yeah. 8 and 6. Because if you saw, I had some people say 8, I had some people say 6. Well, if you said 6, you were going to get 8 anyways after you check it in the calculator. So negative 8 plus 6, this gives us negative 2. All right, so we know this should be positive 2. Oh, I can't write. Struggle bus, we're on it. Maybe I need to write a song called Struggle Bus. No, I'm just going to write it, and then I'm going to hand it to my stepson's band, Yeah, I'll just write it, and then because I don't have a very good voice, and I have a face for radio, anyways. So we and I could still make money just because I don't sing it doesn't mean I'm not gonna make money off of it. Hmm. All right, are we good? Number 5. Any questions? Unas preguntas. Las preguntas. That's the only language I know how to say questions. Sorry. All right. Number 6. All right. Number 6, we have a little bit more stuff happening. This is A times C. So 3 times -5. This is -15. Then our B value is -14. All right. Now, even though for these, like on 6 and 7, we have to multiply the A and C, there's still, these sign rules still apply. Okay. So because this is negative, our signs are going to be different. Because this is negative, the bigger factor is going to be negative. Now, all right. So we have -15, the sum of -14. Now, usually with 15, a lot of people think of 5 and 3. Well, that gives us -2. All right. I actually went a little bit easier on this one. All right. That's the factors that I chose here. Now, for those that may not have been here yesterday or may have, was here, forgot the when it says 4 points for the box, that's this part right here. You get 4 points for putting the right numbers in there. Isn't that crazy? I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should take that back. All right. So now let's factor. Going this way. What's the biggest number I can take out of 3 and 15? Yeah, I am going to take out of X, but I'm going to take out a 3 also. All right. What's the biggest number I can take out of 1 and 5? 1. All right. Going vertical. What's the only thing I can take out of this column? An X. Aha. Now let's look at this. I have a negative right here. That means this has to have a negative come out. What's the biggest number that will divide 15 and 5? 5. And there you go. Remember, for 6 and 7, you get 10 points for doing all this up here, not the box, but all this, and only 4 points for the answer. Because so many of y'all are worried about getting the answer right or wrong. Let's get the process right. Okay? Yes. I hope so. If not, you need to go see a doctor. Sorry, that's my program response when somebody says, "Can I go to the bathroom?" It's a lot better than saying, "I don't know, can you?" That one's, my response is a little bit funnier. Like, I don't know. I hope you can go to the bathroom. If not, you need to go see a doctor because they can help you. Oh, I forgot to show y'all this. So, like for part 2, for number 4 and 5s, I would do examples from the notes or the practice test. I would actually copy those down, write any extra notes. And then for number 6 and 7, I'm probably the examples from the practice test. Okay, I'm not actually going to screenshot that and put it in here. And we have a special guest star today. We have a repeat from a student from last semester. No, you don't come in when I'm recording, so you have to. Mm-mm. Remember, you gotta come say hi. No, no, in the camera. No, you gotta. No, it's over here. Yes, remember snacks from last semester. All right, she came by, of course, to get snacks. All right, bye. Okay. Thanks for coming. I think that student kind of wishes that the earth would have just opened up and swallowed her whole right there instead of me embarrass her, but that's okay. She's a good kid. All right. So we multiply A and C, get negative 30. This tells us the signs are different. Bigger factor is positive. All right. Now, we could say 5 and 6 would be our factors, okay? Because usually that's what people think with 30. Negative 5, 6. But that gives us a positive 1. That's not 7. What's another number or sets of numbers that will go into 30? Yeah, 10 and 3. Whew. All right. So there's our factors to go in our box right here. All right. Now we are ready to factor from here. So biggest number I can take out of 5 and 10? 5. And then an X? Yes. All right, going this way, we got to take out a negative. Biggest number that will divide 3 and 6? 3. All right. Looking this way, only thing I can take out of 5x squared and minus 3x. Awesome. Yes, it's an X. Okay. And what's the biggest number I can take out of 10 and 6? 2. I know it's funny. The biggest number is actually a really small number. Isn't that an oxymoron? An oxymoron is nothing more than a moron that has lots of oxygen. That's what I would tell. I think I said that one time in my English class and on a test, and they said funny, but no, that's not it. Womp womp. All right. So that was 7. Remember, I said for on my orange sheet, I would have examples from the practice test. Because look, it's the same process, just the numbers change, guys. It's the same process for every problem in these sections, but the numbers change. All right, I did much more better this time because I didn't leave stuff out. Now, number 8. Is this in this form? Yes or no? No. All right. So to get it that way, I have to subtract this 32. So now we have x squared plus 4x minus 32 equals 0. All right. Now, we don't have the boxes that says if the signs are the same or different or whatever. Okay, we just kind of got to use prior knowledge. All right, this is negative. That should tell us our signs are different. This is positive. This should tell us our bigger number is positive? All right. What numbers, when we multiply them, we get negative 32, but when we add them, we get 4? Yes. I heard it somewhere very faintly off this way. It is 8 and 4. Now, remember, our answer is the opposite of what's in the signs. So what's the opposite of plus 8? Negative 8. Opposite of minus 4? Positive 4. And you don't have to put the positive right there. I'm just kind of being like a little extra to possibly drive home the point. You know, they don't really let us open your craniums and tattoo your cortex anymore. If that was the case, then I would be just all day long. All right. Whoops. Are we good with part 3, number 8? Anybody need more time? No. All right. Number 9. Is this in this form? Yes or no? Yes. All right. This tells us our signs are the same. This tells us they're both positive. What two numbers, when we multiply them, we get 36, but when we add them, we get 12? Awesome. Yes, 6. Not really. I had to say it. They're all asleep. I don't know what's going on. All right. So, what's the opposite of plus 6? Good. Minus 6. Awesome, students. Y'all are just, just. Ooh. All right. Are we good? Have I lost anybody? When I say lost anybody, I meant like understanding, not like due to you just fell asleep or you're still watching the 18 bajillion seasons of Grey's Anatomy. All right. So that was number 9. And our last one, number 10. All right. Is this in this form? This is a big no. All right. So we got to subtract 39. All right. So now, this right here tells us our signs are different. Okay. This right here tells us our bigger number is positive. Now, and I just write the word big under there. That's what I would have to do for myself. If it works for y'all, it works for y'all. Okay. What two numbers, when you multiply them, you get negative 39, but when you add them, you get 10? Yes. 13 and 3. So my answer is the opposite, which is negative 13 and positive 3. All right. And for my orange sheet, I would have put, part 3. This right here for part 3, this is actually the first example from the notes that I gave, and these are the notes from Monday this week. Is it Monday? Tuesday. So 213. This is from 213:24. All right. If you're leaving us, don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell, leave a good comment. Good stuff, good things. Roll Tide.